So I'm here in Liverpool Street with.
Jade.
Lovely to meet you. So my first question to you is: do you think dating has gotten harder, or easier, or harder over the years?
Harder, definitely.
Why'd you say that?
I don't know, because like all the social, all because like social media and like dating apps, like no one can meet anyone actually, like naturally. Like my mum and dad met like at school and stuff like that, but no one can really meet naturally. Or like my sister met someone in a club, and I feel like nowadays it's always really. Oh, am I allowed to say that?
No, you can say whatever.
At least I'm not saying no.
No. Honestly, say whatever. That's the power of editing. You got something else to say?
No, it's alright.
You sure? But is this your friend? Yeah. Oh, what's your name, friend?
Oh, she can get me.
Yeah,
Jess.
Alright, so, well, that's
Leave
funny.
me for 5 minutes and get me.
I'm so dead. Alright, since this is Jade, guys, so let me ask you what I asked her since you're here. So I asked her, do you think dating has got easier or harder over the years? So let me ask you.
Harder.
Why'd you say that?
No one wants to date anymore.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Like, you can't date. Everyone just wants to hook up.
Ah, okay, interesting.
Everyone just wants to get riled.
Wait, are you guys part of that?
No comment.
No, come on.
No comment, guys. Use your imagination. Right, and then my next question. So, do you think social media has a part to play, like in terms of dating today, and like social media influences? Do you think that's affected the way people think about dating today?
Yeah. I also think pornography is very like people have porn addictions and stuff like that. So I think that's increased their like standards in a way. So they think that they think and they want to date people that are really like not above them, but as in like I don't know the words.
They shoot for the stars.
Yeah.
It's not realistic.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, that's an interesting take, actually. All right, and then my third question then, do you think in terms of the way people meet now is more so online, and do you feel like the in-person interactions are becoming less and less and less, and do you think people prefer to meet online instead, or?
Yeah, I think it's more online based. I think a lot of people are very socially anxious and awkward, that in person they're not really like.
It's defo gone down. People don't meet organically anymore. Like, no one wants to speak to anyone. You go out, you're in your own little circle, you're on your phone, you take a picture of the place you're at, you're on your phone. Like, it's all done for image. No one really meets anyone naturally. Do you know what I mean?
Wait, let me throw in another question actually then. How do you guys meet guys?
Hinge, hashtag not ad.
So you guys more or less do you feel like you meet men more on like dating apps and social media than in person these days?
To be fair, I don't.
Honesty is the best policy, guys.
Yeah, I don't actually use any social media thing, but to be fair, I don't really talk to anyone.
You don't talk to no one?
No, like, as in, like, I went travelling and then I met people through that. But other than that, that's organically. So I'm actually real normally. No. But, like, I mean, like, back in my hometown, I literally probably talk to no one. And if I do talk to people, it's kind of like, it is through social media, but it's hardly ever. So.
And what about you?
I feel like the people you meet, you already know. Like, there's always some link. Like, you went to school with them, or they know your cousin, or like they're your brother's mate, or do you know what I mean? Like, no one's a stranger nowadays. You don't like if you do meet people, you do know them already if it's organic.
Okay, so more or less, you don't think there's much cold approach. It's more or less people are meeting, either they know people or it's on social media, like mutuals kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. And then last but not least, my final question. Do you still believe traditional dating values still, like, people still, like, use them today, if that makes sense, or in dating, or not really?
Give me time to think. What do you mean by traditional values?
Like, man provide, protect, go and make all the money, woman stay at home, look up.
Boys are very much girls nowadays. Boys want to be pampered. I'm like, fair play to you.
Wait, look at the camera.
Play. Boys want pampered. Boys want, you pay for me, I'm not paying for you, I pay for myself. Like, I'm like, fair play to it, but like, it's defo, people who have that like gentleman values in their head don't like that.
Yeah.
What about you?
To be fair, my last relationship, I paid for everything. I did everything. And like, yeah. And I hate that. no, but like, yeah, like, and he earned more than me, and like I still paid for everything. And it's kind
Wait, he earned more than you and you still paid?
Well, he was my manager. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
What? Hey, I don't know I don't know what game this guy had yet, but this guy, what?
So, like, I don't mind doing 50-50. I would rather do 50-50, but me doing all of it, what is that about?
Okay, makes it. I can't lie, I'm shocked. So I'm here in Liverpool Street with
Kate, Emma.
Lovely to meet you, ladies. So my first question to you guys is: do you think social dating has changed and got easier or harder over the past years?
Harder. I think definitely harder.
Why?
I think it's all online now, whereas like years ago it was just you meet somebody in a disco or a pub and it was more natural, more organic. Yeah.
And what about you?
Yeah, I agree.
What?
I would like to meet people face to face like yourself.
She want me. She want me. She want me.
Oh wow, thank you. I like to meet you too.
Checking you
I
out.
love your energy. I love already, guys. I think I found the one. Right, and then my second question is: do you think social media has a part to play in dating? Like social media influence? Do you feel like people are influenced by the way social media influencers present themselves, so it changes their perspective of dating?
God, yeah, absolutely. And it's awful because I think people portray this sort of persona on social media and it's so false. And then people think they're getting in a relationship with somebody and they're so different. I think if we were all just real, it would be so different.
Okay, what about you?
Yeah, I agree. Catherine would go with anybody on a night out.
Wait, what does that mean?
She is just trying to take the piss out of me because she's my cousin.
So, I thought families stick together. What's going on here?
Yeah, but like, we're originally Irish, so we slag each other. You know what
Yeah.
slag means?
Oh yeah, I know what.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
banter,
tell.
banter. Yeah.
Wait, does that mean banter?
Yeah, slagging. No, not slag as
Oh,
in... Yeah,
oh.
like,
Not
different. So, like, in Irish, slagging means to, like, take the piss out of someone.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't actually know that. That's
So
just-
dating is good. I don't agree with any social media dating. You have to meet somebody in the pub, give them your name and number,
Yeah.
then meet up for a couple of dates, and then see how that progresses.
Okay, interesting take. So, what do you think about the rise of dating apps, etc., and meeting people? Because more than ever now, people are meeting online. Do you feel like that's good, bad? What's your take on it?
Well, I suppose when we was young, it was like, there was a bit of online dating, but we're old now, aren't we? But, yeah,
Ladies, you're not old. Come on.
I know, come on, we're not
You're
old.
not old.
she's older than me. No, but, yeah, I do think it leaves things less not secretive, but less interesting.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you would meet someone for a date and you were meeting someone that you didn't know, so you got to learn about them, and that was part of the conversation. Whereas now, like, you can check them out online and it's not the same, is it? Is it?
Nah.
Okay, and what do you think?
Yeah, definitely no dating on social media. Because you wouldn't know what weirdo you end up falling in with. So I prefer I'm old school. Out for dinner, out for a date, get to know somebody before anything happens.
Okay, you're very old school.
If you're asking.
Okay. So you don't like any sort of online meeting whatsoever.
No.
It has to be like this.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
like this.
I'm
Organic.
the same. Yeah, totally, yeah.
And then last but not least, what do you still believe in traditional dating values? They still play a part in today's
Yeah,
dating.
go out for a dance. Can you dance?
Kind of. Were you actually gonna show me?
Yeah. This is how we
Is
do
this
it.
how you guys met?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean,
That's how
I
it
love.
danced like 100 years ago.
Yeah, I don't think it's not that. That is very odd. I don't think they were
You know
doing
something?
that.
We're both Irish, so
Is that a thing in Ireland?
no, I just think we're very traditional values.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
and I think like in Ireland back in the 50s, you would take somebody to a dance.
Oh.
And even when we were growing up, you would meet somebody at a disco and you would like kiss each other at the slow set. Have you heard of the slow set?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh, wow.
I think it's still in our mentality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. So you believe that the traditions are still there, though?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I hope so. I hope so. Yeah, definitely. Well, I have a son who's 15. And, it's very different.
Well, you want him to follow those traditions, or?
I'd like him to, but it's like so different now. Yeah.
Okay, right. Okay. All right, so I'm here in Liverpool Street with
Renee.
And Javante.
Lovely to meet you guys. So you guys are together, correct?
Yeah, we're together.
Okay, good. So my first question to you guys is, how do you think dating has changed over the years? Do you think it's gotten easier or it's gotten harder?
I personally think it's gotten harder. I feel like social media and perceptions on social media has changed quite a lot of what two individuals kind of want from each other and what they expect from each other as well. I feel like expectations have kind of gone upwards, and down to kind of social media trends, I feel like we try to find partners that is accepted social media wise rather than kind of what we find acceptable ourselves.
Wow, that's a very interesting answer. Yeah, very deep, but good answer. And what about you?
Are we talking about for single people or for people in a relationship?
Just in general, like how is dating, like relationship wise, all of it, has it gotten easier, harder, people's like perceptions, views? What do you think?
I don't know. I think it really depends on the circle of people you're around. Like, I think my circle of people is fine. And then obviously I hear people go through absolute nightmares at uni and stuff like that. So it really depends. I don't know.
Okay, right, good. Okay, so my next question to you then. So you've basically already answered it, but what I was gonna say is, do you feel like social media, including social media influences, play a part in the way dating is? Like, do you feel like some people place the way social media influences live, people feel like their partner should be like this, etc., etc.?
I very much think so. I feel like our whole society now, our generation is based off of social media a lot, and what other people have, what influencers have, and kind of focusing more on materialistic things than I would say more sentimental things. I feel like modern day love is more kind of shown through kind of gift giving and kind of materialistic gifts as well, rather than kind of the sentiment to the actual relationship and the actual kind of friendship and bond between the two people.
Wow.
Don't give me any space to say
Damn. No. Listen, I'm not complaining about these answers yet, but damn, they're very, very intellectual, very intellectual. And then, so for you, do you feel like social media influences, social media in general, has played a part, made it easier, harder, made people have extreme beliefs?
I think it's definitely harder. I mean, I feel like you see people flexing every day, like taking my girl to a hotel, like, and then like the bar just gets higher and higher and higher. And I feel like people that don't even have money like that feel like they still need to be seen that way, or even if it's just to post it. So yeah, it's harder.
Okay, interesting. And then my third question: what do you think about like people nowadays meeting online more than ever? Because it's on the rise now. Less in-person interactions are happening. What do you think of like Hinge and Tinder?
I think it had a good purpose to begin with, although I feel like it is actually a detriment to most relationships and seeing people in real life. I feel like it very much kind of promotes that kind of rush of dopamine, I would say. It's like kind of like a rush of dopamine where like you're meeting someone again and again and again and you can just keep meeting someone, whereas people are like my grandma and stuff like that, they kind of just had what was in their city, if you know what I mean. I feel like there wasn't a lot of selection that you could have out there compared to now. So I feel like that's also another thing that's kind of impacted it as well, which I can't really blame, but that's really it, really.
Okay, and what about you?
I feel like Snapchat was the worst thing to ever happen for relationships. Like that place is, I hate it there. No, I don't really like it. I'm not gonna lie to you, it doesn't work. Like, especially now being in a relationship for so long, like, there's no need to be there. I feel like Snapchat has a purpose, and it's a dirty, disgusting purpose.
Wait, so let me actually ask you something on Snapchat then. So wait, you think Snapchat is worse than Instagram?
Maybe not worse, no, they're both probably as bad as each other. No, I think Snapchat's worse. Yeah.
To some degree. I feel like for what we've been raised upon what Snapchat is and the perception of Snapchat, like, it is very much a kind of like, I feel like moving to someone, like you take a birthday picture and you post it on Snapchat if you deep it every single year, and most of the time most people do that. Yeah, it used to be like that, but that's how you literally get like traction and gain how much people following you and all this type of stuff, and you meet new people. It's through kind of posting yourself in that way, in that sense.
Okay, interesting answers. And then last but not least, do you think people still hold traditional values in dating in this day and age, or do you feel like it's dead in the water?
Yes, I feel like they do. I feel like we do.
Really? Okay, why do you say that?
I think more people are getting married again now. Like, I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just when I was young, I didn't like, I don't need to get married. What do I need to get married for? Whereas now I think it's gone backwards more in the sense of like, I want to get married. A lot more women want to be like working at home, or not working at home, staying at home, stay-at-home wives. So I don't know, maybe it's gone backwards.
You?
I would say I do see traditional aspects like there, but I would say, okay, like on the overall, I don't think there's a lot of traditional as much. I feel like there's certain like kind of things that we don't really follow as much as the older generation would follow. Like we don't really follow as much of that. So it's like even the idea of most people not even putting a ring on someone before they even like have a baby, for example, and stuff like that. That's not throwing any sort of hands on nothing. Not throwing any hands on nothing, but that's.
No. I'm not involved. No. I was just shocked at the answer.
I'm just saying. I just have family. Like, I have family members like that. Of course, everybody has somebody that does that and stuff, and it's not a problem at all. What I'm saying is, I feel like our culture has very much kind of established more of that baby mum role and being okay with the baby mum role. I'll be so real. Like, you know, you need to get married. Like, you know, it's okay to be married. You know, like it doesn't mean that like you're tied down to this or tied down to that. It's more or less a symbol of your love in that sense. So I feel like that kind of status of where it's like passing through and passing by with each people, it doesn't really make much sense. So that kind of, I would say, the traditional thing of where you just stay with one person is kind of lost a bit, I would say.
All right, well, that was some very good answers. All right, so I'm here in Liverpool Street with
Lauren.
Lovely to meet you. So my first question, I don't know what that is. So my first question to you is, do you believe dating in this day and age has gotten easier or harder?
I personally think it's got harder. I'm in my mid-30s now, so a lot of people are...
You're not mid-30s, why are you lying to us?
I'm 35 now.
Why is she lying to us?
The Botox. Yeah, so I think it has got harder because the pool of people that are single is getting diminishing. But I also think that people are on the apps and it's just like a game to them. So they just swipe without no real interest to actually strike up a conversation. So I think it's got harder. And a lot of my friends that are single are finding it really, really hard.
Right, okay, interesting. So my next question, do you think social media and social influences have a part to play in terms of the way dating is today and the way people have shaped their perceptions and their ideas on dating?
Yeah, I mean, social media is a highlight reel, right? And so people are just going to post like really good moments with their partners or like happy times. And so everyone has this aspiration of what a relationship looks like, when really like a relationship is hard. There's ups and downs, there's sometimes more downs than ups. And so I think social media presents things as like everything's hunky-dory when sometimes it isn't, so it gives off the wrong impression, I think.
Okay, very interesting take,
Yeah.
right. And then my third question, what do you think in terms of, I know you've already kind of answered this, but what do you think in terms of the rise of dating apps and people meeting online, less in-person social interactions of how people are meeting, getting a relationship, etc.? What do you think about that?
So I think, it just adds another way to meet people. So you can meet people in the wild, in real life.
Wild? Are we in a jungle, guys?
Yeah, it feels like it's So you can meet people in the wild, in real life, but then like having online, it gives that extra way to meet people, like, so you don't always have to be out, you don't always have to bump into someone. But I also think it is bad because it's people just hide behind their phones, and when they're out in real life, they sometimes don't have the confidence to go up to people. They'd rather sit behind their phones on an app. So I think good and bad ways for apps, but...
Right, okay, interesting. And then my last but not least question, how do you feel like, do you still feel that people hold traditional dating values today, or do you feel like a lot of that now is gone completely out of the window?
I think it's going. I think I mean, I hope my boyfriend doesn't hear this or come near us very soon, but I think it's become a lot more equal where the women ask the men out. Women are more forward on making that first move. We've got Bumble, that's what Bumble is, like making the first move. So I think it's changing, and I also think chivalry is dying a bit. Long gone is the gentleman that'll bring flowers and take out, which, good and bad, like.
Wait, you feel like if a guy brings like flowers, holds the door open, a lot of women get turned off by that?
I love that. I like being treated like a lady, so. But some people like equality in a relationship, and I'm not saying that mine isn't, but yeah.
Right, okay, interesting. And
we need more gentlemen.
Oh, you think there's a lot of trash? Honestly, it's the pest policy, guys.
Exactly, yeah.
Well,